Beacon Insurance. Insurance is a promise to pay. At Beacon, we keep our promise. Renwick and Thompson and Subway.
We plan for every major life event, from birthday parties to baptisms, and celebrating a life well lived deserves the same thoughtful planning. Beacon's Rest Easy plan is designed to give your loved ones the comfort of knowing that they can do just that. With no underwriting and cover for up to 6 family members that includes certain injuries, this plan can be yours for as little as 75 cents per day. Call us at Beacon or log on to beacon.co.tt for more info today.
2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6.
Education multiplies their chances and places the world of opportunity in their hands. No matter where they are in the world, make sure they're prepared for their journey back to school with Western Union. School fees, books, room and board, whatever the reason. Knowledge, independence, opportunity. Western Union, moving money for better.
It's the season for sorrel. A sweet drink sorrel. It's the season for sorrel. A sweet drink sorrel. Your favorite flavored soft drink now comes in a limited edition sorrel flavor. Enjoy a cool sorrel sweet drink this Christmas. Available in 591 ml packet sizes. Sweet drink, we drink. It's the season for sorrel. A sweet drink sorrel.
Proudly produced in Grenada by the Grenada Bottling Company Limited.
Are you looking for convenient shopping? A place where you can shop with no worries or hassle? What about variety, quality, affordability? For a comfortable service with warmth and joy, shop at Escumar, located on Melville Street, St. George's in Grand Anse, at the Lance Pines Roundabout. Escumar is open 8:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday to Thursday, 8:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Friday, and 8:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Saturday. Contact Escumar on 440-7447 or 435-7447. Visit escumargrenada.com. Facebook and Instagram, simply search for escumar.grenada for an A-class quality, unmatched bargains, topped with friendly and reliable staff. Come to Escumar Variety Store.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Where am I? There I am. For a minute, I was like, what's going on? Anyways, good morning, Linda. Good morning, Queen Bee. Good morning, Christelle, Nadine, Giads, Leno, Andrea, Julian, Akira. Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning, Wendy. Yeah, you're showing off. You're home, right? I bet it feels good. And I'm sure it's been a while since you've been home. So welcome home. It is just amazing how it feels these couple of days. It's like, and let me take down my music a little bit. I wonder if you guys understand, like, the difference, the Christmas feeling. It's different to compared to other days of the year. There's just this fresh, crisp air. You know, it's nice and cool. It's windy. It feels different. It smells different. You definitely know when Christmas is around the corner. It's like a different kind of energy and vibe. And, you know, throughout the year, you'll see people seemingly, you know, frustrated and stressed and worried. But for the past couple of days, I've noticed, you know, people smiling a little bit more. I'm not sure because some of y'all got double pay, or you probably got a little bonus. And I must say kudos to, you know, companies who, despite the hardship and everything that's going on, still managed to put some extra in their employees' pockets. I know it's been a really tough year from the onset of COVID, you know. It's been hard for a lot of employers, you know, but seeing that their staff kept it together, they still showed up, they still did their part, you know, they still made the business grow, and they saw it fit, you know, it doesn't matter how big or small it is, but, you know, just the thought that, you know, although things are difficult, here's a little something. We appreciate you, and I want to shout out all the companies, including my own. Thanks so much, you know. Sometimes, you know, we take things for granted. And for those who are employees, you probably feel like, you know what? That ain't my problem. That ain't my business. I'm here to work. I'm doing my work. I don't care where they get the money from, so long as I get paid. There's a lot of people who have that sort of vibe when it comes to their workplaces. And They may have you. I mean, on one hand, you could blame them. On the other hand, you can't, depending on how what sort of relationship they have with their employer, and the environment, the working environment. If it's conducive to that sort of energy, then people are like, I don't care. But there are employees who really care, and there are employers who really care about the well-being. So it's like vice versa. So you're deeply affected either way. And when you have like a company that you're working with, and they make you feel like family, like you're part of the team, like not just when it's convenient we use the word team, but it's something that you feel all year round. I mean, when they make that effort, it really really makes a difference. So I just want to say thank you so much, yeah, to every business, every employer. Good morning, Delroy. Good morning, Samuel. James, good morning, Rash Jack. Hi. I'm still cracking up over your comment yesterday. I realized you made it and you bounced. But I suspect what that comment was, right? Um, Sam says the time of year y'all does make bacchanal and start whole relationship just for the presents. Here we hear you. Wow. Sam, let me talk to you for a minute, because when I came on Facebook a couple of years ago, and I added you, or you sent me a request, and I accepted. Sam was this nice, quiet, short man, 3 feet tall man on Facebook with a big head. And, he came on always in my ladies' room, dropping some gems. And I don't know. Then he started hanging out with one parent PD, Flight Francis. And it's like, they say you rub off on people. Like they say, watch the company you keep, because you start behaving like them. And I've just noticed, like in the last year, like I don't know if it's COVID that brought about this sudden, this newfound, what's the word I'm looking for? Confidence. And Samuel just came out of himself. Samuel is just showing off himself, and like him and Perrin, they're reading from the same manual. And uh, Samuel, could I get back to Samuel of 2018, like pre-COVID Samuel? The nice, pleasant young man, big head young man that we all love on social media. Like, no, for real. You see, so I'm not the only one. Look, I'm seeing yes, he get bright. Yes, he break out. So you see, I thought I was the only one who recognized Samuel has been showing out himself lately. It's like, what they used to tell you when you're young and you're smelling yourself, like you pieced out a big froth, kinda. Yeah, so Samuel figured probably, hey, big man now, big man thing. So, let me free up. You know what? Whatever works for you. Whatever works for you, Samuel. All right? Anyways, I would love to have the Samuel of 2018, 19 thereabouts. And then we could continue this friendship. Yeah, the birds of a feather. It's like, seriously, him and PD Francis, they're flocking together. Yeah. It's tough out here on these streets. So when the street gets hard, the block gets easy. Wow. Well, whatever's working for you. Anyways, I had me a fantastic weekend. I went out. I was outside this weekend, and it felt really good. I mean, went to an event. It wasn't like ram cram, but let me talk to my DJs for a while. I know I usually bung away on Mondays. I'm all over the place. A DJ can make the whole, like, make a difference to an event. I'm not sure if many DJs recognize the power they have in their hands. Like, you could make a fete with 5 people feel like a fete with 500 people. Just the vibe. I know this morning I wanna shout out DJ Danny. Oh my gosh. People say I don't dance. Well, DJ Danny had me dancing. Like I said, I dance when I get the vibe, when I feel the energy. I'm in music every day, so music doesn't really do much for me. But when you go out and you have a DJ who understands, hey, I don't need to be telling women about their perspiration kicking, or if they borrow a wig, or they borrow a shoe, or it's too tight, or if they borrow their friend clothes, or if they get a ride, or if a man bring them here. When you have DJs who understand that, I don't want to necessarily hear all of that. I'm not here for this. I'm here to get away from all what you're talking about, all the problems. I want to leave that outside the fete. When I come in the fete, I want you to make me feel good. I want to make me feel the vibe, feel the music and the energy. And I'm not going to lie, DJ Danny always hits the spot. So Anybody know DJ Danny? Tell him I said he really hit the spot. The music. Once in a while he'll chip in on the mic, but for the most part, it was about the music. Yeah, when you're just spending all this money to go somewhere and have a man talking in your head whole night about next man riding in next man car and all kind of nonsense. And it's like the things they say is like, dude, could you like hush? Like, we're not here for this. Stop assaulting my ear. I'm not here. Rondell Connaught says he hope he gets his bonus from Power 95. Well, I'm not sure you're a member of staff, but if you are, well, without a doubt, management will take care of you. Someone says, Merry Christmas to you and all the team of Power 95. Thanks to all of you guys. Keep the music going for fans like me and doing a wonderful job. Blessed love. Empress Imani, love always. Thank you so much. Good morning, Maria, out there in Montreal. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. All right, so we still have time to jump into today's topic, and I'm looking forward. It's my favorite time of the year for our we do it Tales from the Crate. Yeah, it's like it's like a mini competition of sorts among staff, although we don't push it like that, but we enjoy rubbing each other like that. So Tales from the Crate, of course, All Year's Day, that'll be December 31st. Yeah, December 31st, right? Yeah. So Tales from the Crates, it's back, and we're looking forward to that. Smith says, when is Scratch Master on? Scratch is on from 6 in the morning, 6 to 9. Somebody says, shout out my family, the Campbell and Gore from Nicola in Toronto. Hi, Nicola. Yeah, so the topic this morning that we want to touch on is, this gentleman sent me this. He says Christmas is just days away, and he's been seeing this woman for almost 5 months. She has a daughter from a previous relationship, and 2 days ago, he asked her what she would like as a Christmas gift. She told him whatever he wanted to give, it would be appreciated. However, she then asked him, what is he getting her daughter? And he says he told her, I have no idea, as I didn't plan to get her anything, since her dad is very much present in her life. He says homegirl then says that's selfish. And Jason Skeet, I'm not even trying to entertain you this morning, because we had a conversation last week and you said, you know what, never mind. She says that's selfish and rude of him to not think about her daughter as well, and is pretty upset with him. So she's asking, am I wrong for not including is he wrong for not including her daughter? That's what he wants to know. Jason, you know the number. You can call and voice your opinion. Otherwise, I'm not talking to you. So is he wrong for not including her daughter? Now, there's been a number, there's been some for Colleen. I don't know what's going on with Mark. I swear, so many folks are complaining about it not getting notifications either. But we're on every morning at 11, so just in case you don't get it, just check my page. I usually share it. All right. Yeah. So the man wants to know if he's wrong for not like I said to him, it's not a case of wrong or right. It's like the principle behind it. And I think a lot of the times people don't take into consideration, when you're dating somebody who has a child or children, that it's not just the person you're dating. And she has a right to feel put out, especially I forgot to ask if he was introduced to the daughter, and if he knows the daughter like that, comes around, says hi, whatever. Even though the father is in her life, it doesn't mean you have to get her something expensive or some $500 gift. But just a little doll, even though the foot falling out the next day, just a little something to show, hey, mother, I'm interested in you. I like you. We've been knocking it for 5 months? 5 months, a lot happens in 5 months. 5 months short of 6 months, that's half a year. And the fact that he didn't even consider her daughter, and some are saying, well, he's not obligated. To me, it's not about being obligated. To me, it's about the principle behind it. It shows somebody, especially women, especially a parent, that. And to me, I don't know how y'all see it, but to me, I see that as a major red flag, that if you're dealing with somebody, you have to tell them, hey, don't forget my child. To me, that should come naturally. It should be part of the process. If you're dating the person and you into the whole commitment and the whole 9 yards, to me, if you're really interested in a woman like that, that is like the icing on the cake. You're then showing her, listen, I'm really serious about you. I'm really serious about us. I'm really serious about this relationship. The fact that although your daughter's father is present, that I'm still thinking about, I still have her best interest at heart. And like I said, it doesn't have to be anything expensive, just a little something, but to completely ignore that there's a child in the picture and ask the mother what she wants and think that okay, she'll just be okay with it, and although her father's present, I don't know. And like I said to him, it's not about wrong to me. There's no wrong and right here, because I could understand the time frame, but to me, 5 months is a long time. By then, you should know if you're in a relationship, or where you at. It's not like 2 weeks or last week. If she said that last week, I will be like, yeah, she's out of pocket. Chill. It's not that serious yet. But to me, 5 months, it's a long time. It's almost half of the year. And I mean, you both have been doing, to me, there's a lot you could do in that 5 months. Last week, if you started talking last week, or probably went on 2 dates last week or the week before, I would probably understand. It's like, it's not that serious yet. We're not sure where this is going. Probably haven't even met your daughter, don't even know what she looks like. But I'm sure within that 5 months, you've met her daughter at some point, or, spoken to her at some point. So, uh, what y'all think? I don't want to sound like okay, and I'd love for the men to chime in here. 4409595. I'd love for the men to chime in. Rihanna says it depends on, does he have a relationship with the daughter? Has he met her? Does he interact often? As I said, that's the part I forgot to ask, if he's met if he met the daughter, you know, and even if you don't, because not everybody that you're talking to you bring around your children, and depends on the seriousness of the relationship. But to me, at 5 months means there's some level of seriousness. If you've seen somebody for 5 months, a lot of relationship barely past 1 month. So if you've seen 5 months, that means you're probably getting along well and what have you. But I don't know. To me, I see that as a red flag, um especially when he said her dad is very much present in her life. So he's like, I'm not a father. I don't do nothing for your child. That's a father's responsibility. I'm not here for this. I'm here for you. I'm here to kick it with you. So these days you have to pay attention to all the little signs. I mean, a lot of the times we ignore those big flags, not little red flags. And big one like Soca Monarch, those that's usually up in front of the stage, those big ones that they fly. Yeah. Some of those you see them and we pretend that we're not seeing them. We see them and we pretend they're not there. I see that as a red flag, especially the fact him saying that his thing is her dad is present in her life, so I don't need to do nothing for her. I mean, she's not asking you to pay tuition. She's not asking you to, you know, buy, food or buy or take care of the child. She's just saying, okay, well, what about my daughter? If you're asking me about something, and like I said, it's a thought. You don't need to get something expensive, just a little something. I don't know. Let me check out some of the comments here. I can't see. To me, it's a thought that counts. Sam says she should not have asked. He should have thought about it, especially if the child knows he's dating her mom. Is this how he'll operate if they get married? Where he could have been scoring points, he's giving away his woman to a man in the slips. Now he's back. See? That's the thing about men. Sometimes you have to give all your little rags up to get you all back in check. Because you see? Because the Samuel I was talking about a couple minutes ago, he would have said she out her place. She need to go and check she child father. But now that I give him a little boof, he come back on. Sometimes you just need to do that. Men aren't hard to deal with. We seem as though it make it seem as though it's hard, but sometimes they just need a little boofing up, a little, not much, just a little. Because you see, right back on track. Yeah. Wonderful, Samuel. Now let's maintain that. All right. Try not to bung away again in the future. Andrea says he's just showing his poor manners. The Colin says the big question is, what are your intentions for this woman? And that is my point. Because if you're talking long term and you're serious about a person and you know you're going to the relationship that they knowing that they have a child or children, why do people want to get involved with people with children and think that they can ignore the child? Like I saw a video a couple weeks ago. I'm not sure if it was real or if it was just acting, whatever. When the man was telling his friend that when he goes over to the house, little Johnny isn't giving him a chance to be with his girl. He's always around, and he was telling him he needs to kidnap little Johnny for a night so he can have his way with the mother, because little Johnny continually blocking him no matter where he turns. Put little Johnny to bed, and 2 minutes snuggling up, little Johnny's eyes peeping. Mom. Someone says exactly, Aruna. It's about where their relationship is at. 5 months may seem a lot to you, but so much isn't covered or done. And that is true, but like I said, it depends on the seriousness of the relationship. Because to me, you will score major points if you're trying to date a woman with a child, and you include her child. Trust me. Say the way to a man's heart is his stomach. Well, include a woman's child or children, and you'll definitely see your way there, quick and fast. Delroy say, I won't say he's wrong or right. He could have taken the initiative to get her something, but he's not obligated. Also, he mentioned the father is in her life, so he may feel like he's overstepping. The father may also think that he want to play daddy and take offense. Well, maybe. Again, maturity. That's where maturity steps in. Because like I said, it's not just a little something, even if it's a little doll. Children, Christmas is for children. Children look forward to Christmas gifts, and if the dad is gonna think he's overstepping if he gives his child even if a little doll that the hands barely sticking on properly, but just a little thought. He doesn't have to get something out of the way expensive to show the dad up, or make what the dad give seem inadequate or not enough. Just a little. As a matter of fact, he could ask the mother. That's another way to score major points. He could ask the mother, so the same way he asked her what she would like, he could ask the mother, well, do you have any suggestion as to what I can get, your daughter for Christmas? Easy and simple, you know, easy and simple. The same way, the same token, he asked the mother, what can I get you for Christmas? And she said anything would be appreciated. She didn't call no iPhone 13 or Samsung 25 or whatever the case might be. She said, anything you want to get is fine by me. And then what about my daughter? When she realized, well, that was the end of the conversation. So he could ask. Same way he asked her, what can I get you? It was an easy question to ask. Is there anything I can get your daughter? Let her make some sort of recommendation. Like I said, doesn't have to be anything expensive. Michael says, my man just looking for a brush. She have to forget him. Let's say, okay, Christmas come and goes and he did not get anything. What happens from that point on? Would he avoid the child? The point that he's saying her dad is in her life raised the red flag. Jason says, I usually defend the men, but I have to send the dude to another lawyer. Full up on the backlog of cases. I've been busy. I swear I can't stand Jason Skeet. The backlog, I've been busy. You better make sure you have my cake. The one that I got last year, you better make sure you have my cake. You and Madam Desiree Skeet have my cake. You're starting to talk about your backlog on lawyer. This person says, just thinking long term, because if we start like that, then it doesn't make sense. Someone says, no need to bribe if he's genuine, develop an authentic relationship with the little one. True, could have at least offered some cash to purchase the child something. Best Bab says, not necessarily, though women have to be careful about men in their children's life, and maybe he wants to be careful. I don't know. Another person says, kids first. Strotman says, that's a big turnoff. I would have let that cheap bastard go. Good morning, Brian. Yeah, you're late. Avi says, I won't be upset, though. The society we live in, I don't trust no man gifting my child. But it's just not no man. It's her man, the man that she's seeing and dealing with for the past 5 months. birds. Like, is this one of those situations where you ask, where is this relationship going? Good morning. Come laughing, give. I say, you and Madam Des, you could hear my voice.
No, she cannot. She's busy in the kitchen.
So you need to go closer to her so she
operating-
could hear me.
Operating with her culinary endeavors, and she wished not to be disturbed.
By you, not by me. By you. Anyways, just make sure she gets the message that I require the same what I got and a sweet bread, please. Thank you very much. Put in my order. You know the usual procedure.
A 7-inch black cake and a sweet bread.
Not black cake.
Not black cake. Is that black cake you get last year?
No, I got a fruit cake.
Miss Lee, that black cake.
Was a black cake I get last year?
You're stupid, Mrs.
But
Lee.
not
Is that black
the
cake you get
pudding,
last year?
not because the black cake wasn't the pudding looking one. I don't like the pudding tough that you had to cut. I like the one that I get last year. Anyway, that's what I want.
Oh, that fruit cake.
Yes, what I get last year. Just tell her what I get last year. Sweet bread.
Watch me. If she is a man, don't like that. She also doesn't know what they want. You know.
A sweet bread.
Baby,
And they want.
what did Aruna get last year? Say it loud. Okay.
All right, so on the same thing.
Right. No.
All right, so back to the
Yeah.
topic.
Right. No. You see, usually I would defend the species. I am all for defending the species, but even though my case log file is pretty much heavy, I will utter a few words of encouragement to the man here. Let me tell you something. I would not suggest that you only buy a gift for the daughter, but I would suggest you buy a gift for the child's father.
What?
Yeah. Hold on. Listen to where I'm going. If you're there with the mother, right, and the child father handling the scenes with the daughter, that means less money you spending. So you have to make sure that he continue doing the job. So you will spend less. So you have to reward him.
You have to give him something.
You have to give him something.
In my case, or something or a bottle.
You have to give him something. You have to say, boy, listen. I know thing between you and what she naming work out, but
You're
I
a
like
good
the
man,
fact that
taking
I
care of
know
your
that
children.
man and think. So you go on. Let me drink something. Drink something.
Hold
So
a bottle.
you go down by Rouge or Duty Free, or you go somewhere thing, you buy a little bottle of something, a little Johnny Walker, something good.
I kind of was skeptical at first, but I kind of like the idea now.
No, I'm telling you, because you see what you're doing there, that is called an investment.
I like that.
My friend, is called an investment. So you have to invest in the future. Now, by that simple gesture, he has invested in the future of the woman with himself. He has invested in the future of the child to make sure that the child's father continues to be in her life. He has invested in his own future to make sure that there's safety and camaraderie between him and the child's father.
Somebody says normalize blended families. There's nothing wrong with that.
Let me tell you
Because you're not with the mother and father anymore, the child life anymore doesn't mean.
This is the perfect oil down.
Yeah, you have everything. Every bit of ingredient is in there.
A little pigtail, a little salt beef, a little this, a little that, some saltfish, because saltfish seems to be prevalent in this case here. and you go about doing your things normally. So I wouldn't be able to take the case, but I could give him a little bit of advice and send him on his way to another lawyer.
What an investment.
Yeah.
Listen, goodbye. Go have beet cake and butter and sugar. Bye.
No, I'm washing well today.
Okay.
I'm washing it.
All right. Go and make sure you secure your investment in the kitchen. Listen, I can't do this clown, I swear. But that doesn't sound like a bad idea after all. This was some advice then, my brother. When power settings up the GoFund Christmas, or when power setting up the GoFundMe Christmas page, or we need to do a GoFundMe for the man. Going to make a contribution. Listen, Jason is a fool. I don't even at the end of today. This person here says, hold on, let me read a couple more. I can't even see. I got water in my eye. Hold on. I can't even see, I swear. Jason have me crying. Like seriously, but buy a roti and cut it in half. Like really, that's where we're going now. Wow, that's how petty we are now. Wow. Listen to this comment. Buy a roti and cut it in half. You know what? I'm not gonna respond to you. Um, Someone says, why make relationships complicated? The relationship is young, and the guy should not try hard to impress and may not be able to keep up with the gifts of mother and child in the future. Appreciate the little he has. Next thing she'll tell him that he needs to buy Christmas gifts for her mother and father too. This person says, well, once he knows about her daughter, I think he should, because from the beginning he knew she came with a package. And at the same time, I don't find it rude of him not thinking of the daughter. People think differently. What if the child's father don't like the idea of another man giving his child something? And what if this woman still looks at him in a funny way? Just saying. Well, that's where, tact comes in. And like I said, the same way he asked the mother if she wanted anything, what to get her, same way the question, it could have posed a question. Um, is it okay if I get your daughter something? And what would you like? What do you suggest that I get her? It's easy. It's not as complicated as we're making it out to be. It's not like he's just going and doing his own thing because he asked her, what would she like for Christmas? So in the same breath, and let her tell him, it's okay, her dad's got this, but thanks for the thought, and he'll score major points, really, by just including her daughter. Let her recommend something, ask her, what recommendations she has. What do you think you could, if you think you can't come up with something on your own that be appropriate, ask a question. Let her be the one to say to you, no, that's okay, it's all right, no need to do anything, it's perfectly fine. Person says, I don't think you have to get a daughter a gift, and if you don't, it shouldn't be a problem. Have you been introduced to the child already? I think 5 months is way too soon to be playing uncle. Listen, why y'all putting way too soon on 5 months? And I'm sure there's a lot of other things that happen that could be deemed way too soon, but it's not. Why do we put way too soon on certain things and you don't put way too soon on other things? Because I'm sure if she said 5 years, if they have not had, according to Kareem, coitus as yet, and she's saying it's way too soon, I'm sure you'd have a problem. It's not way too soon. People have coitus like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Isn't that way too soon? Like 5 months, there's nothing way too soon about this. Like I said, there's no wrong and right. It's just the principle. Because I'm sure a lot of things happen in that 5 months. Could be deemed way too soon, but it's not. You just go with the flow. The way things are going now with COVID and all these things, people dying, people probably had plans for 2022. There's nothing called way too soon anymore. Like live now, make use of now. So you put it off, okay, 5 months way too soon. I'll check back with next year when we're at a year. For what? When there's other things that you're doing. Listen, way too soon, or there's nothing called way too soon anymore. Because there's a lot of things, like I said, I'm sure that's happening. So, and way too soon. So it says, thank God is one she has. Avi says, 5 months is a short time to put my full trust in a man. You don't ever get to fully trust somebody overnight. It takes time. There are people you've been with for years and you still don't know a lot about them. It's a process, But there are certain little things you can do to try to build that trust. You don't just sit back and trust and hope trust falls in your lap. You build trust. You work on trust. And if the person is doing little things that shows they're trustworthy, if they have not done anything untoward towards your child, you don't feel uncomfortable when they're around your child, they're not holding your child inappropriately and all those things. If she felt that way, she definitely wouldn't ask, what about my child? Are you getting her something? She wouldn't ask that if she felt a type of way about him being around her daughter. It's probably because she's comfortable with the fact that he's been there 5 months, probably been around her daughter, been in the house, what have you. So, she's comfortable. Okay, so he's met her daughter. All right, well, I rest my case. Just responded that he's met the daughter. All right, so because that was left out because I didn't ask. Let me see if I can take this final one before I go.
No morning. I'm talking about the GoFundMe for the workers for the Christmas. The Christmas GoFundMe page for power workers.
forward.
So people like me and others could, contribute a little something for the good works over the
Oh,
years or
okay.
for the year.
Okay.
Thank you. And for no man, he put himself in your own long for himself. He will deal with that.
I'm giving this show something.
But at the end of the day, on the topic today, at the end of the day, I mean, if the man dating the mother, I don't see an issue in buying the child a Christmas gift, in it. Yeah, I mean, if daughter back her Christmas gift, buy the child a Christmas gift, I ain't seen nothing wrong with that. So that shouldn't be an issue, or it's just a bit, And at this age, Christmas is about the kids anyway. So even if you don't buy nothing for the mother, I buy something for the daughter. So yeah, that's my take today.
I
My
agree.
2 cents.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Well, we don't do GoFundMe's around here, but if you want to contribute, I'm sure you can reach out and we'll advise you accordingly. Yeah. But management will never go for that. That much I know. No GoFundMe. We usually have a tips thingy that we a tips page that we put up. I haven't done it in a while, but I'm sure something could be arranged if you'd like to contribute to your favorite personality or DJ. Narissa says expectations are extremely low because it's only 5 months. Y'all have a lot of time to waste having sex, but way too soon. That's my point. Expectations. Are you with somebody and 5 months is way too soon? Anyway. Someone says, well, like I said, he has met the daughter. Just saw the message. Yes, I met the daughter. At least you're honest about that. Yes, I met the daughter. So even more reason for you to give her a little something. So you're not obligated to, not compelled. But to me, if you're interested in a mother like that, and of course, she comes with a child, then, it wouldn't take nothing, no skin off your back to include her. Like I said, it doesn't have to be anything expensive. If you're not sure as to what to get, you can ask the mother for recommendations, because I'm sure the father isn't going around asking who got my child this, who got my child that, where did this gift come from, who presented this, who gave her this gift, like going around checking gifts. Children get gifts at Christmas time from friends and family and what have you, auntie, granny, what have you. Father ain't coming in the house and asking who give you this, who give it, unless y'all have a petty relationship like that. But if you're dealing with somebody, by all means, I don't see nothing wrong with you, offering to get her something, especially if you met her. So you've met her within the 5 months, even more reason. So now I understand why she's asking, what about my daughter? What are you getting her? So he hesitated because he's cheap. Trying to bricks. Don't cost me, I'm just playing. So his hesitancy is because the father, that's what he said, the father is in her life, so he's thinking that absolves him of all responsibility, because the father is very much present. Because notice the wording, right? Very much, because the exact way I posted it is how he said it. The father is very much present in her life, so that's why he doesn't think he's obligated or he should do anything, because the father is very much present. So, well, if that's what you're going on, you're probably setting yourself up bigly. All right. Anywho's gonna be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Sam says we got married in 6 months. We were friends for years, so that's not a short time. I rest my case. Sam, you're real walking with me today, boy. That's all it took. If I knew, I would have done that a long time ago. Anyways, guys, we'll be back tomorrow for another show. So, Mr. Man, I think the verdict is you can get the child a little token. Nothing expensive. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. If you're not sure, ask the mother for recommendations. So that means you're going to have a very solid Christmas. It's very, very solid Christmas if mother is unhappy. All right? So work on that. Tell her, you thought about it and, yeah, makes sense. She has any recommendations, anything, things that you can get her, and y'all hug and have a Merry Christmas. All right? We'll be back tomorrow for another show. Thank you so much, Eskimo Variety Store, Beacon Insurance, Western Union, Sweet Drinks, Sorrel, for making today's show possible. Alrighty? Thanks, guys, for your input. Appreciate you as always.
Ladies Room comes to you compliments of Beacon Insurance. Insurance is a promise to pay at Beacon.